Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to build a Teltak from the Stargate universe, predominantly from the Stargate SG-1 universe. It's a pretty small kind of Goa'uld ship, and I've tried to kind of, make it big enough so that it kind of has the feel of actually one, which is the kind of small cargo Goa'uld vessels which always get used, but because of the actual glass being a metre thick wide, I couldn't get the actual seats, more forwards. But there was also the back section which has got this kind of ring platform in it, and also there is supposed to be a separate room right at the back for this actual kind of the crystal bit, but the best I could kind of come up with was a redstone lights with buttons on it. So it still has got a smallish kind of cargo hold, those kind of things. So you're going to mainly need what I kind of use for this, because it looks really cool on the connected textures and with the texture pack that I've got, which is Sphax Pure BDCraft. Is the actual clay blocks. So I've actually got cyan clay for the grey, because it does come out grey, and also use yellow stained clay for the yellow kind of gold kind of colour, as it's the closest. So you're just going to need those two. You could always switch this out for either grey wool or light grey wool, and yellow wool as well. It's kind of up to you what you kind of want to make this out of. And if you're on Xbox, I don't think you guys have got clay yet, so you will need to use light grey wool or grey wool, and then yellow wool, which is absolutely fine. You're also going to need glass and also some light grey wool or some iron blocks for the actual ring platform itself. So let's get started. Okay, so finding yourself a nice kind of place to place down. So you're just going to place one block of cyan, or your grey. You have 3 kind of the yellow. Then you have 1 more of your clay. And now you're going to just have 2 sets of 6 behind this, like this, just like that. And that's the kind of first bit. And now there's going to be a 7 block gap in between these, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 like this. You can do exactly the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. You have these 2 one pieces with your yellow like that. So you're just mirroring what you've got on the other side. This is actually the, those kind of these parts here. So we'll start moving inwards as well. So let's do the next layer. Okay, so directly on this one, what you're going to do is you're going to have this one here, and you're going to go back by 10, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next one's going to be 10 as well, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just like that. Right on this back block here, you're going to have 1 on top of this, and it's just going to go back by 1 like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have kind of come forwards by 1 block here, going towards the centre, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you can do the same on the other side as well. I'll do it with you because it's pretty easy. So you've got 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you got 8 here, so you're going to go forwards by 1. And then you got an 8, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 like that. Then right on this back bit, you just got 1 here, and then it goes back by 1 like that. So now we'll just do the middle floor part. And now what you're going to do is, in line with these, what you're going to do is just find the middle. So you're 1 block short here, and you're going to go back by 9. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then from the back, what you're going to do is you're going to leave 1 block, and you're just going to have 6. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should have 2 at the front showing. And you just got 1 at the back, just like that. So that builds the main kind of floor part. So now it's going to start all connecting in together. Okay, and then if you come to these parts here, we got the 2 here. You're just going to have 2 pieces of yellow just coming in towards the centre part here. You're actually going to have 3 in total, but these 2 are right in line with this, and that goes towards the back. You got 2 pieces of grey, which will just go on top, then you got a 1, and this will just go across the back like this. So you'll do the same on the other side. So you got the 2 yellow here, and then an extra 1 going towards the back. 2 of these grey pieces, 1, and then you should have this. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 going across the back like that. Then if we come to the front, we're going to come in by 1 just on this front part here. So you got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you got 1, you got 2, you got 1, and then another 1. And here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a 1, then a 2, and then a 1, which should just connect in like this. So then all you need to do is just fill this entire part in solid, just with whatever kind of, if you've used your grey wool or if you've used your kind of stained clay. So just fill this in, and I'll get on to the next layer. Okay, so once you've filled that in, this is what you should actually have. So I'll just give you a kind of aerial shot of that from a couple of different angles, so that you make sure you kind of got that, because that is the base that everything now we'll start working off. If you do want to put in the ring platform, all you need to do is find the middle, where you've got these kind of yellow stripes here. It's actually in line with those. You need to find the middle and just cut out this kind of square here, and you should have from the kind of this bottom piece that we've actually made, it should actually cover up so you won't see it on the underneath. So you can see we've got quite a lot of bits, but this one is kind of showing, so it's kind of in the perfect place in a way. You can either use light grey wool for this and just make this kind of bit where the ring platform would be, or you can use a block of iron. It's kind of up to you. Depending on your texture pack, I think I'm going to go with this because it does have these kind of, with the connected textures, it has these kind of bits like this. So let's get on to the next layer now. Okay, so if you come to the front, what you're going to do is you can have just straight on top of the last layer, you got 1, 1. Now you're going to have 3 yellow, 1, 2, 3, so it'll be 1 in here. Now you got 2 of these yellow, then you got 3 of your cyan or grey kind of colouring. Same on the other side as well, so just fill this in on the other side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have 3 here, 1, 2, 3, like that. You're going to have 2 yellow, which is on the same kind of part here, 2 yellow there, and they're going to have 1. You have 5 across the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2 here, and 3 there. And that should just all join up like that. And if you come to the front, if you just have these first 3 sections will be completely solid. So you got 1, 2, and 3, and then on these sides I just brought these bits back, the actual grey itself. The reason is because then it just sits on the glass really easily. You don't have to have these bits in, but I think it looks better. It makes the build look a little bit better. And you can put in your seats around here. If you want to know where I actually put in my walls, where you got this 3 here, this is actually where I put my walls in. Just there to have the compartment between the actual kind of cockpit part here, which gives you enough space for, you know, plenty of space for actually having chairs and stuff like that, and also enough space in the back to have your ring platform and also something at the back, you know, the kind of crystal control panel that I came up with. So that's what we have for that layer. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, and then what you're going to do is where we've got these kind of 3 section here, we're just going to place the block here like this, and then on the side of it we're going to have 3 pieces of glass, 1, 2, and 3, just like that. Then we're going to have 1 piece of yellow which comes on the inside, and then 3 pieces of your grey or cyan stained clay behind that. And then on top of this one here you're going to go back by 6, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and this is all in this grey. Then coming in on the back as well, you're just going to have 5 going across the back. Do the same on the other side as well, so you've got 3 pieces of glass come out to here, and they've got 1 yellow, and you've got 3 pieces of kind of grey, and then you've got the 6 coming across the back. And then all you're going to do right on these corner pieces is just add an extra block here so it kind of connects in as it's going up. And if you wanted to, of course, you could build up these walls as you're going up, and this will just give you this kind of area. So you could, if you wanted to, cut out a couple of these, but I think it looks a bit odd when you do. So I always put in something underneath the glass, just like that. And now if we come to the front, what you're going to do is you're going to come back towards the middle, kind of diagonally go back by 3, like this. Then add a block on each side as well, and then bring that block back like that. And we're just going to add in 1 more piece of glass here, just like this, so it has that more like kind of triangle shape to it, even though it really doesn't have a triangle shape, but you know what I mean on this one. So you got that. And you're actually going to add an extra block onto these here as well, so it's even going to cover up this part. So actually building up these walls might be useful for where I've actually got everything going. So you got this kind of 3 going back here, then connecting on each side you've also got 3 like that. Then we're going to have on top of this one is going to have yellow. Then you have 3 pieces of your cyan or your grey. You have yellow and grey like this. And there's going to be 3 pieces of grey coming across the back this time. Then if you build it on the other side as well, so you've got yellow, 3 pieces of your grey, and then yellow, and your grey here, and you're just going to connect these again together right at the back like this, so it's just going around it like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come in again with yellow, and then on top of these you're going to have yellow as well, and you're going to have a grey in between these here, so it kind of creates this triangular pattern. Then you've got 3 pieces of your grey here, so you've got 1, 2, 3, and you've got a yellow, a grey, and there's going to be a grey on the back as well. And the same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, yellow, grey, just like this. You have a grey piece of, you know, your cyan clay or whatever colour it is now, just on the back like that. And then across this part here, you're going to have yellow wool just running across the top. You have grey going across the top here on this part, and then just to cover it up, you're going to just have 2 like that. And that finishes off the build. It's quite a complex build. It's not the easiest. in the world. It's really difficult for me to split up properly. If you guys just want to have a quick look at the interior again, just so you can see exactly what I've done, if you want to have it exactly the same, so all I've done is I've just put in levers just on the back of these blocks and put in some stairs. I couldn't figure out where to actually put in, you know, they have the evacuation tube type things that are at the back. You know, you just can't fit it in with meter thick walls. So just put those in, and then all I've got in the back is there's enough space to actually put in a couple of lights. When you actually go for the ceiling, I just filled it up. I think I just filled it up solid then afterwards. You've already got the ring platform already put in, and then this is just redstone lamps with buttons on it, and that's it. And that's the best I could kind of come up with for the crystal kind of tray. So it's a pretty kind of small ship. It's one of the bigger the biggest Stargate builds I've done. You are going to be getting this Alcash soon as well. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, make sure you comment, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.